There's nothing worse than knowing you need to change something. Something has to be different, but not knowing what it is, or worse, how to do it. That's how I was introduced to Chocolate Villa. Now, this is a women's only executive retreat that's hosted by Marilee Buchanan, who's an absolutely amazing woman who's been teaching women leadership skills all over the globe. Now, here's a selling point for me. If you can get male executives in places like Jordan, Saudi Arabia, Egypt to understand the importance of female-based job coaching, I'm thinking you're probably pretty good at what you do.
My main takeaway from Chocolate Villa was just clarity. I had been in a place where I'd been in the same role for a while, and I didn't really know what the next steps were or how to get to where I wanted to be. And Chocolate Villa really gave me the clarity that I needed and the confidence that I needed to get to that next place.
I want them to go home with inspiration, their energy raised, this belief in themselves that they can do the things that they envision for their lives, and know how to garnish the support they need, know how to kind of lay out a plan, and know what they're going to do the next day.
And the other very unique part about Chocolate Villa is, unlike a lot of leadership development courses that you go through, where imagine you've got a PowerPoint in front of you and you're taking notes, and you're trying to absorb it all and then wondering how you're going to be able to apply it. The premise of Chocolate Villa is that you're learning not only from the facilitators, but from the group discussions that happen. And then the key part of this that really differentiates it is they give you time to process.
We're not a hard sell. What we are is helping you figure out if things aren't working, what's getting in the way? Let's take a look at that. And so we try to bring an element of support and follow up and checking in and saying, how are you doing? What are you doing? And and the women really develop a network in this thing. And I would say that that's one of the most powerful things about this. We find out later that we've moved on from that group, and and they're still getting together. They're still getting on calls together.
I love Marilee. I honestly just love her so much. I thought she was the most, I don't know, she just has beams of sunshine coming out of her always. And to see her grace was what, really pulled me in to want to do this. And then being a part of the program and seeing how she teaches and seeing how she connects to people, and how Marilee is one of those people in the fewest amount of words can pull every emotion from you. And she can barely look at you and just give the slightest glance, and she pulls out your soul. And you can bear everything to her, because she's just, this is just her calling. This just has to be her calling. She's just amazing.
Oh, yeah. Nice. The most powerful moment for me was when we were doing an Aikido exercise, and the Aikido master looked at me and he said, "You're focusing on the block. You're focusing on the thing that's stopping you from what you want. Look beyond it." And the minute I did, I cracked this 1-inch board with my elbow, and I felt invincible. But in essence, that's the entire basis of what Chocolate Villa does for you. It teaches you to look beyond your boundaries. There's a new women's executive retreat coming up just after the new year, and I know you need this as much as I did. Just go to chocolatevilla.com, get more information.